Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions. This is another interlude. We've got some more things to do on our eventual path over to Egros. Let's go ahead and visit the free city of Brevenia. Oh, actually, you know what? I already know what this one is good for. Eagle Claw is going to sit this one out. We'll get Zappa as a ninja. Ashley as a ninja. Can I get Nancy as a ninja? I got Appropriate Geomancer. I got Thief. I don't have the enough Archer. Alright. Alright. Alicia it is. Actually, I think I'll send Lavian along instead, just because if Zappa masters Ninja, then I'm not going to be bringing him in. I'm not going to get Ninja spillover points onto Agrius. So. Alright, Tavern. Errands. The Behemoth. Alright, here's the bill. A behemoth has been attacking my livestock. It seems to live up in the mountains near my farm. Please rid us of this dreadful beast. Emon, a Brevenian farmer. So ninjas are the best. Knights, monks, and dragoons are pretty good. Samurai are pretty good as well, but not quite as good. And then you're hitting the average squire. Supplies and other expenses come to 500 gil. That alright? That's okay. Alright. Ashley, Alicia, and Lavian. Go ahead and have 15 days. There we go. Okay, probably best to go back here. There we go. You want to hear the report on that, eh? We departed Brevenia in high spirits. Our task, to fell a behemoth. The stars were with us from the outset. Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. One of our party uncovered a large treasure chest. We quickly examined the contents. Inside were bags of gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. Defeat the behemoth in the mountains. Gil, 1561 gil. Ashley got 186 job points. Alicia and Lavian got 176 each. Okay, that's it for here. Let's see. Fort Besselat, I don't believe has one. No, but I could go down to Zalan, and I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, Fort Besselat is not actually a town. I don't know why it's got the larger dot. Like, it should have this smaller blue dot, like Nelveska, Zeekton Fortress, and the Brigand's Den, and Golgolata Gallows. Alright, Catadona. This one is good for chemists. Orators are pretty good, and then you're at squires. Okay, let's see. You're a level 5 chemist. I'll go ahead and do that. And you. And you. Actually, you know what? Let's send Nancy along. Natty, here's the bill. I am terribly shy, so much so that I have never had a real conversation with anyone. Please help me learn how to speak with other people. Why are chemists better than orators? I don't get this one. Supplies and other expenses come to 500 gil. That alright? Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and send Zappa, Ashley, and Nancy along. Give 15 days. Teach the bashful girl about conversation. And maybe, just maybe, learn something about love. Alright, that's fine. And then Lionel Castle. I'm just realizing that there might be something here. No, not yet. Alright. Lionel Emissary. That one wants, mimes are best, time mages, geomancers, and arithmeticians are good. And then squires and thieves are average. In that case... How many more days do I have? 13 more days. Alright. Five more days. I wish there were some more spots around down here that I could just jump between the two. Unfortunately, there aren't. Alright, let's see. Reports. Want to hear the report on that, eh? We departed Zalanda in high spirits. Our task, to instruct a young girl in the art of conversation. The stars were with us from the outset. The girl's bashfulness rendered her less than cooperative. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. After a while, our instructions seemed to take root. We then tidied up after a worthwhile session. Upon our return, we were given a gift in gratitude. Eagerly, we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. It was a prize most generous. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. Alright, Zappa got 105 job points, Ashley got 118, Nancy got 110. Teach the bashful girl about conversation. 6,653 gil. Not bad. Okay, so here, time mages, geomancers, and arithmeticians are good. Not sure if there's anything that requires time mage. Mystic. White mage. That requires time mage, okay. Alright, well, Nancy, we have not mastered arithmetician, so I'm going to put her back into that. And Ashley... What do I need for Dancer? Geomancer 5 and Dragoon 5. Dragoon is only 3. Geomancer is almost... is more than high enough, so... Huh. We've not even gotten up to... Okay, well, next time we have a black mage option. Definitely need you to be in that. Yeah, like, needs all the things. Alright, Ashley can probably sit this one out, then. Zappa... Can't do arithmetician. Not high enough mystic. Alright, Geomancer it is then. Eagle Claw. Let me check something for a second. Okay. I wonder if there's anything that requires summoner. That would be good for you. That's not these things, so Geomancer it is. Okay. Errands, Lionel, emissary. A ship escorting an emissary from Lionel Castle has been set upon by pirates and sunk. It seems the vessel's cargo was very important indeed, as the castle staff are panicked beyond words. I myself smell a money-making opportunity. Vanish. Find your sea supplies and other expenses come to 4,000 gil. That alright? I guess so. Alright, Eagle Claw, Zappa, and Nancy. 15 days. Raise the emissary's ship. Yep, he's got nothing. Come on, game. Cut it out. Cut it out. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, this is the only one down here. How many more days do we have? 5 more days. Okay. Lionel Emissary. We departed Lionel Castle in high spirits. Our task, to raise the emissary's ship. The stars were with us from the outset. The task required great strength of arm. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. It was not long before the sea yielded up to us her bounty. There was ample cargo to be found within the ship's hold. One large chest stood out amongst all the others. Breaking it open, we peered within. Before us lay a treasure beyond compare. I don't know about that, but okay. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. We got Luge! Did not make out on money. Only got 1,025 gil out of that. 125 job points for Eagle Claw, 130 for Zappa and Nancy. Okay, next up, I do not want to go that way. I want to go this way. Yep, we've done all those. Let's go up to Yardro first. Okay, let's see. Errands. We got salvage work and coal mining expedition. So that one, mimes are best, as usual. Time mages, geomancers, and arithmeticians again. And then coal mining expedition. So this is the same as the other one. And then for coal mining expedition, mimes are best, geomancers are good, and then squires and thieves. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of geomancers here. Alright, well, time mages are okay, so you'll be going on to... which one is that? Okay. Let's see. So, anyone that I'd want to make into a time mage. You cannot be a time mage. You cannot. You cannot. Well, cool. And you cannot. Alright. You're already a geomancer. You're already a geomancer. Alright, well, I guess geomancers it is. Okay. Salvage work. Divers wanted. Have fun working in a cheerful environment. Beginners welcome. Are you dissatisfied with your current income? We've got just what you need. Yardro Salvage Guild. Want to take on the job, eh? Alright. This one is the one that Nancy needs to go on to. Ashley and Zappa can go as well. Give you 10... Oops. Did not give you guys enough days. There we go. 14 days, salvage a sunken vessel. And then coal mining expedition. Coal miners wanted. Make your fortune doing real men's work, and even discover hidden treasure. Starts at 1,000 gil, meals included. Thompson Traders. Supplies and other expenses come to 1,000 gil. That alright? Okay. Real men, Eagle Claw, and Alicia and Lavian. 14 days. Go on a coal mining expedition. Alright, so 14 days. Let's get down here. There we go. Reports. Salvage work. We departed Yardro in high spirits. Our task to serve as divers for the Yardro Salvage Guild. The stars were with us from the outset. The task required great strength of arm. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. It was not long before the sea yielded up to us her bounty. There was ample cargo to be found within the ship's hold. One large chest stood out amongst all the others. Breaking it open, we peered within. Inside were bags of gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. Salvage a sunken vessel, gil reward, or bonus gil. The reward is 19,542 gil. Nancy and Zappa got 132 job points. Ashley got 126. And coal mining expedition. We departed Yardro in high spirits. Our task to participate in a mining expedition. The stars were with us from the outset. The
task required great strength of arm. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we uncovered a rich vein. We toiled endlessly, extracting a great deal of ore. Among our finds was a large peculiar rock. We quickly examined the contents. In it were nuggets of ore with value beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. Go on a coal mining expedition. We've got mithril ore profits, 4,129 gil. It's not that great, but, you know, still is a profit. Eagle Claw got 102 job points. Alicia and Lavian got 95 each. Okay, let's head down to Lazalia. Okay, what do you got here, Lazalia? 3, Zero's Return, a Ducal Disaster, and Cries in the Dark. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to go back over to Limberry after this. Alright, so ninjas are good. Knights, monks, and dragoons are pretty good, and samurai are pretty good as well. And then squires. And Ducal Disaster is, it's another orator. Thieves, bards, dancers, and mimes are okay. This might be an opportunity to make some people dancers. I don't think anyone can be a bard just yet. Let's see. You need Geomancer and Dragoon. Yeah, that's not happening. Alright, Ninja it is. Nancy can be a dancer. So I'm going to want some orators. So I got 3 ninjas. So orator for you. And orator for you. There we go. Alright, let's see. Errands, a Ducal Disaster. Calling all brave adventurers, the son of Duke McEnroe, a blood relation to the King of Evilise, has been abducted by a person or persons unknown. We are recruiting members for a search party. You will be compensated. Captain Gomez of the Lazalia Guard. Find your sea supplies and other expenses come to 6,000 gil. That alright? Ah, that's a lot. Orators are best, and dancers are okay. So there we go. Go with 16 days. Save Duke McEnroe's son. And then Zero's Return. I recently received the following note. You must stop this brazen madman. Baron Barfrost. My dear Baron Barfrost, I will soon be coming for your precious valuables. Zero. Find your sea and other expenses come to 500 gil. That alright? That's okay. So Ashley, Alicia, and Lavian. 9 days. Protect the Baron's valuables from Zero. Then we have Cries in the Dark. Okay. Reports. I must have miscounted. Anyway. Zero's Return. Want to hear the report on that, eh? We departed Lazalia in high spirits. Our goal was to capture Zero, a master thief. The stars were with us from the outset. Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. One of our party uncovered a large treasure chest. We quickly examined the contents. Before us lay a treasure beyond compare.
I don't know. I think I could compare that to other treasures.
Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success.
We got a Hanya mask. Protect the Baron's valuables from 0. 11,099 gil. Alicia and Lavian got 173 job points. Ashley got 183. All right, how many days left did I need for that? 4 more days. All right. There we go. Ducal disaster. Want to hear the report on that, eh? We departed Lazalia in high spirits. Our task, to rescue Duke McEnroe's kidnapped son.
The stars were with us from the outset.
Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal.
Working swiftly, we located and extracted our mark. We then began making preparations for the journey home. Upon our return, we were given a gift of ingratitude. Eagerly, we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. It was a handsome reward in gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success.
Reward money, 17,085 gil. Nancy and Eagle Claw got 120 job points. Zappa got 125. And now we have Young Lord Papal. That's new. Once again, ninjas are good for that one. Knights, monks, and dragoons are pretty good, and as are samurai and then squires. Whereas Cries in the Dark, that's an orator one. Followed by white mages and mimes. I need a black mage one. Alright. Cries in the Dark. Night after night, disquieting moans can be heard coming from an old dwelling on the outskirts of town. Please investigate the cause of this unsettling phenomenon. Lazalian citizen. Find your sea supplies and other expenses come to 3,050 gil. That alright? Alright, so Eagle Claw, Zappa, and... Right. My bad. Double check. Yeah, ninjas are good for the other one. Let's get back into Orator, I guess. Calling all brave adventurers, the son of Duke McEnroe, blood relation to the king of Evilise, desires a dragon's tooth. Anyone procuring such a tooth will receive a reward from young Lord Papal himself, Captain Gomez of Lazalia Guard. Supplies and other expenses come to 3,000 gil. That alright? Alright, so let's go ahead and get Ashley, Alicia, and Lavian off on that one. It'll be a girls' night out. 15 days. Find a dragon's tooth. I mean, I've killed a few before. Maybe I just have one in my pocket. And then Cries in the Dark. Eagle Claw, Zappa, and Nancy. 11 days. What was the first one again? 15 days. Alright. Okay, reports. Cries in the Dark. Want to hear the report on that, eh? We departed Lazalia in high spirits. Our task, to investigate an old manor on the outskirts. The stars were with us from the outset. Age had made for rotten floors and fallen ceilings.
Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Our investigation finally came to a close. Afterwards, we readied ourselves for the road. Upon our return, we were given a gift in gratitude. Eagerly, we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. It was a handsome reward in gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success.
We got reward money, 13,220 for gil, investigate the old house, and solve the mystery. Zappa and Nancy got 150 job points. Eagle Claw got 145. And Young Lord Papal.
We departed Lazalia in high spirits. Our task, to fell a menacing dragon. The stars were with us from the outset. Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious.
I find it interesting that it doesn't matter what they're equipped with, it doesn't matter what level they are. It just matters, like, what class they are and what their, like, bravery and faith are and stuff like that.
After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. One of our party uncovered a large treasure chest. We quickly examined the contents. Inside were bags of gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success.
And really, they do. 2,248 gil. Yay! 211 job points for Ashley and 200 for Alicia and Lavian. No other errands here in Lazalia. So down to Golland. So here we have Twilight Gustav and Terror's Maw. So for the Twilight one, ninjas are good. Knights, monks, dragoons, and mimes are okay. And squires and thieves are middling. And then Terror's Maw. Samurai and ninja are good. Summoners, and then squires. Okay. I have some people who need some summoner experience. Make you a samurai. Yeah, we'll go with that one. And for the other one, it's just straight warriors, really. Nancy, you could become a samurai. I guess we'll do that. Actually, no. Samurai are not good for this one. I don't know why. Just make you a time mage for now so I don't forget. Actually, you can't become a ninja. Alright. Nancy. Guess we'll go with Dragoon. Go with Dragoons for you guys, too. Although you're already ninjas, so we'll stick with that. Okay, so, Twilight Gustav. Brigands swarm on Mount Casco, and their leader is rumored to be none other than Twilight Gustav, a thief wanted for a string of robberies. They must be apprehended if travelers are to pass through the mountains safely. The town of Golland. Supplies and other expenses come to 1,000 gil, that alright? Okay, so for this one, I want the ninjas, and Nancy as a dragoon. Yep, that's fine. Go with 15 days. Defeat Twilight Gustav and his men on Mount Casco. And then Terror's Maw. A cave mimic has taken up residence in the entrance of the Ural Mine. Mining cannot continue until it is removed. Please help. Obem, a Ural should be a Ural mine worker, because it's a or an based on the sound at the beginning of the word, not the letter. Minor sea supplies and other expenses come to 1,500 gil. That all right? That is okay. Ashley can lead. Go with 14 days. Okay. Reports. Twilight Gustav. We depart Golland in high spirits. Our task, to fell Twilight Gustav once and for all. The stars were with us from the outset. His hideout confounded us with traps at every turn. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. One of our party uncovered a large treasure chest. We quickly examined the contents. Inside were bags of gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. 16,816 gil. The bonus was gil. Defeat Twilight Gustav and his men on Mount Casco. Alicia and Lavian got 163 job points. Nancy got 170. And Terror's Maw. You want to hear the report on that, eh? I do. We departed Golland in high spirits. Our task, to slay a cave mimic. The stars were with us from the outset. Our foe was a worthy one. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we emerged victorious. After the battle, we began to ready our packs for the road. Kind of wish I knew how the game decides who to have say stuff here, because, as you see, like, Ashley has not said anything so far. One of our party uncovered a large treasure chest. We quickly examined the contents. Inside were bags of gil. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. 13,798 gil. Defeat the cave mimic at the Ural mine. Ashley got 148 job points, Eagle Claw got 140, and Zappa got 130. And now we have Miner's Dream. That one is going to be Geomancer's. I mean, the Mime is best, then Geomancer, then Squire and Thief. So I guess we're making some Geomancers again. Let's see, you're level 7, you are level 5, so we'll make you a Geomancer. Now that the digging has this is the Tavern Master. Now the digging has resumed, the Ural mine is in need of more miners. Must be able to commit to a fortnight of work. This is your chance to strike it rich. Golland Tavern Master. Find sea supplies and other expenses come to 150 gil, that okay? That is okay. That's not even lining your own pockets. I am shocked, sir. I'm amazed. Try your hand at coal mining. Well, that would have been annoying because I didn't save state. Okay. That should be enough. Miner's Dream. Want to hear the report on that, eh? We departed Golland in high spirits. Our task, to serve as workers in the Ural mine. The stars were with us from the outset. The task required great strength of arm. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we uncovered a rich vein. We toiled endlessly, extracting a great deal of ore. Among our finds was a large, peculiar rock. We quickly examined the contents.
In it were nuggets of ore with value beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. Iron ore profits. So, try your hand at coal mining. The bonus is iron ore profits, and we made 2,393. Great. At least it only cost 150. Zappa and Nancy got 102 job points, and Eagle Claw gets a 96. Okay. Let's see. What else? Yardro might have another one. And I do need to get back to Limberry. Otherwise, I think it's just Rio Vanez that's left. Alright, so, Alright, I'll check Yardro on the way back. Okay. Not there. Maybe story needs to advance to have it be available. I don't know. Second coal mining expedition. Yeah, alright, so there was another one here, and I probably just didn't look. Let's see. That one is, again, Geomancers. Mimes are best. Geomancers are good. Squires and Thieves are not bad. I don't think I think Mimes are like the Onion Knight in that they don't actually have any skills to purchase, so job points are, to a certain extent, worthless for them. Coal miners wanted. Make your fortune doing real men's work and even discover hidden treasures. Starts at 1,000 gil, meals included. Thompson Traders. Supplies and other expenses come to 1,000 gil. That all right? All right, Eagle Claw, Zappa, and Nancy. With 14 days. Okay. Second coal mining expedition. Want to hear the report on that, eh? We departed Yardro in high spirits. Our task, to participate in a mining expedition. The stars were with us from the outset. The task required great strength of arm. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Eventually, we uncovered a rich vein. We toiled endlessly, extracting a great deal of ore. Among our finds was a large peculiar rock. We quickly examined the contents. Sealed within was a treasure beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. What the heck is that? I pray all our missions meet with such success. Go on a coal mining expedition. The bonus was a chocobo cannon. Yes! Yes! A cannon to fire Boko! I mean, no, that would be terrible, right? That would be wrong. 2,655 gil. Slight profit. Zappa and Nancy got 118 job points. Eagle Claw got 113. And that's it here. Okay, Riovane's castle. Alright, so we've got two things here. Tutoring and Historic Revolt. Alrighty. Okay, this one, again, the mime is best. Thieves and orators are pretty good. Bards, chemists, and dancers are not bad. So I will probably make a dancer. I can't make a bard yet. And tutoring. Chemists, followed by orators. Okay. So let's see what we want. First of all, dancers. You cannot become a dancer. You can, so you can become a dancer. Level 2 already. And neither of you can. Alright. So, chemists are pretty good for both, and I wouldn't mind trying to master those classes. Well, no, I don't need to master, I just need to get to level 8. You're level 5, so we'll make you a chemist. You're level 4, so we'll make you a chemist. You're level 8, so you don't need to, but you also can't become that. I guess I'll make you a thief then. I realized off camera that one of them doesn't have JP boost either, and I should probably go back and get that at some point. But it's fine. Wrong thing. Okay, so the historic revolt. Lately, I've been seeing a large number of children digging for something in the mountains outside of town. I wish I knew what they were up to. Could someone look into it? Karach, Crimson Whale Brewmaster. How is this historic revolt? Whatever. Find sea supplies and other expenses come to 3,050 gil. That alright? That is okay. Alright, so, first of all, Nancy. Then Ashley. And no one is an orator, so Eagle Claw. There we go. Go with 10 days. Explore the mountains on the town outskirts and discover what the children are up to. Alright. And tutoring. Wanted, magic tutor for the 10 days until my son's magic examination. Base pay 2,000 gil with a bonus for a good grade. Duchess Cupper. Really? Why do these not have wizards? So, again, chemists are best, orators are good, then squires, and then white mage, black mage, time mage, summoner, thief, arithmetician, bard, dancer. I don't know why. Find sea supplies and other expenses come to 200 gil. That alright? That is perfectly fine. Zappa and Alicia and Lavian, you guys can get going. 12 days. Help a young man study for his magic exam. Well, first thing we tell him is that it's not spelled with a K. Alrighty, let's see. So, 12 days. There we go. Should be both ready. Historic revolt. We departed Riovanes in high spirits. Our task to investigate the actions of some youths. The stars were with us from the outset. There was very little information for us to work with. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. Our investigation finally came to a close. Afterwards, we readied ourselves for the road. A large sack happened to catch our eye. We quickly examined the contents. Before us lay a treasure beyond compare. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. We got the black materia. Explore the mountains on the town outskirts and discover what the children are up to. The reward was 11,155 gil. Let's see, Nancy 127 job points, Ashley 122, and Eagleclaw 117. And then tutoring. We departed Riovanes in high spirits. Our task to tutor a child in the magical arts. The stars were with us from the outset. The child could not grasp even the fundamentals. Nonetheless, we remained committed to our goal. After a while, our instruction seemed to take root. We then tidied up after a worthwhile session. Upon our return, we were given a gift in gratitude. Eagerly, we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. It was a prize most generous. Our fortune could not have been greater. I pray all our missions meet with such success. Help a young man study for his magic exam. And at least now he knows that magic is not spelled with a K. We got a bonus of gil. The reward was 11,792 gil. Zappa got 189 job points. Alicia and Lavian both got 203. And that is it. Pretty sure that Garaland does not have one, but I will check it off screen. Then we have Egros Castle, and I believe something at Dorter. Not sure which one we'll do first, and I might have a side quest that I can do about now. But that will all come, next time. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Well, no, actually, wait. I should be reading what's in the Chronicle. Sorry. Let's see. Personae. Zalbag. Nothing new. Dysadarg. Dysadarg is Duke Larg's most trusted retainer, in addition to being a master technician. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say. Duke Larg. Duke Larg was assassinated as part of Lord Dysadarg's plot during the siege of Fort Besselat. Duke Gultana. He was assassinated during the siege of Fort Besselat in a plot directed by Delita Hyrule and the Church of Glabados. Still say anything about Ornus? I think... I shouldn't say anything yet. We'll see. Argith. Let's see. He was revived by the power of the Lucavi after being slain at Zeekden, but was defeated by Auld. I don't think Gafgarian shows up again. Lady Agrius. Nothing new. Age 26. We've aged a few years. This war has gone on a bit. Let's see. Orendarai, a mage in the service of the Order of the Southern Sky. After the assassination of Duke Gultana, Oren's knowledge of what had actually transpired led Delita to imprison him in the Zeltenia Castle dungeon. Count Orlando. Accused of plotting against his Duke, he was stripped of title and imprisoned at Fort Besselat. However, he escaped thanks to the efforts of his adopted son, Orendarai, and Auld. He's 61 years old, and he is just a beast in the game. Pretty impressive, really. Beowulf Cadmus. He was able to return her to human form with the power of a Zodiac stone. Rhys Dueler, age 28. Rhys was Beowulf's betrothed, but was changed into the Holy Dragon by Celebrant Bremont's twisted curse. Although robbed of all past memories, a keen instinct drew her to Golland in search of the Cancer Stone she felt would save her. Ultimately, the curse was lifted, allowing Rhys to be reunited with Beowulf. Valmafra Lenande. Once Delita had infiltrated Duke Gultana's army, this young mage was sent by the Church to assist him. She's a completely unique sprite. Not just a unique portrait, but a unique sprite as well. I don't... You never get to see her in combat, so you don't know what she's good at. Her orders were to execute Delita if he were ever to betray the Church. But even after his true plans were revealed, Valmafra realized she had grown to respect and admire Delita, and was unable to raise a blade against him. Marquis Elmdor. He was struck dead by an arrow on the Fusei Plains, but rose again as one of the Lucavi. In the end, he was defeated at the hands of Auld. Celia, an Ultima Demon summoned by Marquis Elmdor. Yep. They were indeed demons. An Ultima Demon summoned by Marquis Elmdor. Knight Templar Barrack? Barrack? Probably Barrack. A Knight Templar of the Church of Glabados, Sir Barrack was a machinist in Goog before joining the Template. As a result, his pistol skills far outmatched his swordsplay. Born a commoner, Barrack joined a movement against the aristocracy in his younger days. Due to this, his name had appeared on a blacklist kept by the Template. He died fighting in the Beta Sandwaste. Knight Templar Meliadul, a Knight Templar of the Church of Glabados and daughter of Lord Folmarv. After witnessing the Marquis Elmdor de Limberry transform into Zolera, the Death Seraph, she began to question the motives of her own father. Lady Meliadul now travels alongside Auld on a search for the truth. Cloud Strife. Age unknown. Besrudio Bonanza discovered a marvel of ancient technology called a transporter in Tunnel 83, far beneath the city of Goog. This peculiar machine summoned Cloud from another dimension. Perhaps in shock from his interdimensional journey, he complained of headaches, mumbling foreign words such as Sephiroth. It is unknown whether he can return to his own world. That's it for the Personae. Kills 238. We have gone through a few enemies. No casualties yet. Feats. Alright. This one I need to get to the list. And... let's see. Okay. Let's look for, Lake Monster. Combing Lake Piscus for lost ruins, we were startled to see a dark shadow move by in the distance. Consulting with a scholar learned in such matters, we learned that the lake had been part of the sea in ancient times. He believed we had witnessed a rare appearance of Posi, an ancient sea dragon trapped there when Lake Piscus was cut off from the sea by geological shifts. Oh, that's great. I guess that would be Pessy. That's pretty great. Alright, let's see. Cellar Dungeon is Ancient Labyrinth. Judging by its design and style, Master Joshua, who has studied ancient architecture for half a century, was of the opinion that the dungeon found beneath the Marquis's estate was a relic of an ancient civilization. Such labyrinths were used to protect valuable artifacts, and with the help of Master Joshua, we were able to reach its center and discover the ancient wonder that lay within. Okay, now we want the Golem. Our investigation of an abandoned dwelling just within the outer wall of Limberry Castle revealed artificers' tools of varying design and a golem some 4 sectas from head to toe. The golem attacked, and we destroyed it only with great difficulty. Not long afterwards, the golem's creator, a man by the name of Master Gel, returned. He claimed to be experimenting in alchemical reanimation. Well. Oops. Geisel Greens. A party was held at Geisel Greens, an eatery renowned for its fine chocobo cuisine. extra crispy, please. What precisely the party was for, we could not say, for we were much too busy working to ask any questions. We arrived early in the morning and began preparing food, washed a mountain of dirty dishes, and finally worked to clean up after the party had finished. It was dawn before we were done. Let's see, a storm of sevens. A casino ship, the Blackjack, had arrived in port, and we paid it a visit. Just as we were told, the slot machine in the far left corner immediately gave a 7 on each reel, a jackpot. We continued to obtain jackpots, but our earnings were quite low. When asked, the ship's owner, a man by the name of Setzer, told us he had reduced the machine's payout to let people feel like they were winning. How rude. Oh, right. No, I need another. There's a 0 at Egros Castle. That's why I couldn't do the one at Limberry. Forgot about that. Let's see. Chattadona. A new star is born. Catadona Fim, a young orator of 9 and 10, had this to say about coming in first place in her first speech contest. Until very recently, I was so shy I couldn't even talk to other people, but after being taught the basics of conversation, I'm not afraid anymore. Catadona continued with a wide smile. You need to face your fears in life. Okay, Lionel Emissary. Where are you? There we go. A ship carrying a Lionel Emissary was attacked by pirates in sunken waters not far off the coast. Her cargo was clearly of extraordinary importance, as countless others were working to raise the ship when we arrived. Luckily, we were able to raise her and quickly performed a search. In one of the passenger cabins, we found a treasure that we claimed for ourselves. Dibs. Alright, Twilight Gustav, the Wyverns. Can I go down like... Nope. Can't go down like a page at a time. Twilight Gustav had become the leader of the Wyverns. In addition to a string of robberies, the outlaw band was suspected of playing a part in the kidnapping of a member of the royal family, prompting the crown to place a sizable bounty on Gustav's head. We bested him after a lengthy struggle and were given a generous reward during a rare public appearance by celebrant Palcino. Al Palcino? Alright, Terror's Maw was the Cave Mimic. The cave mimic is an unusual predator whose enormous mouth resembles that of a cave, usually found in natural caverns. This one had taken up residence at the entrance to the Ural Mithril mine. Word among the miners was that an adamant titan that had once dwelt in the mine had cursed it, summoning the mimic. Whatever the reason for the mimic's presence, it was a most unusual task. Miner's Dream, obstacle to success. We responded to a call for miners from the Ural mine. Only a short amount of time had passed since the incident that had suspended operations, but the mining company was eager to make up for lost time. While we were digging, we encountered a gigantic boulder, but with the help of all the miners, we were able to move it. The task reminded us that any obstacle can be overcome with enough hard work. Ducal Disaster was the rescue of young Lord Papal. Duke McEnroe's son was kidnapped by brigands claiming to work against the nobility. The city guard conducted their own investigation, supplemented by an outside search party at the request of the Duke. Working with members of the guard, we infiltrated the culprit's hideout and rescued young Papal. It seems the men's ultimate goal was the dissolution of Ivalice's aristocracy. Young Lord Papal was father and son. So you notice that they're categorized by type here, pretty much. But without actually knowing what the categories are, it's kind of hard to find the separation. Enticed by the offer of reward, we set off to find a dragon. After a fierce battle in the Glen Peaks, we succeeded in slaying one. No sooner had we extracted its tooth than we found ourselves ringed by soldiers, the Duke's men. Duke McEnroe himself was present and gave us a fine reward for the tooth. We felt a tinge of pity for the Duke, who must buy his own son's respect. Cries in the dark. Doll's Lament. We headed to an old house on the outskirts of Lazalia to investigate the cause of mysterious noises. They started late that night and seemed to be emanating from a room on the second floor. Upon entering the room, we found a doll crying alone in the pitch blackness. Later, we learned that the house's former residents had died in a fire many years ago. Was the doll lamenting the fate of its owner? That would probably freak me out a little bit, just a tiny bit. Salvage work, false advertising. I think those are like all the way at the top. False advertising. We answered the Yardro Salvage Guild's call for divers. Attracted by the guild's claims of high income for little effort, we quickly found it to be just the opposite. We were worked from early morning until late at night for a pittance. But at the very least, we have learned that when something sounds too good to be true, it oft is. Coal mining expedition. There we go. We took part in a mining expedition sponsored by Thompson Traders, a Yardro outfitter. There was a wide variety of participants, both men and women, including many who might otherwise never have the opportunity to try their hand at mining. Try their hand at mining. It's just, you know what? Today I think I'd like to try my hand at mining. Mining is no easy task, but the participants seemed to accept this and had a fulfilling, if exhausting, time. I suppose that's good. Second coal mining expedition. Back to the mines. We took part in a mining expedition sponsored by Thompson Traders, a Yardro outfitter. These trips seem to be quite popular, as this is the second one that the company has held in only a short period of time. The location was moved to a more challenging mine this time, but luckily one of the younger participants, Gotti, a boy of 9, was able to find a vein of ore for us to mine. I don't know if Gotti is a reference to anything. Historic revolt was final protest. No idea where this one's going to be. I must have just missed it. There it is. For 5 days, 30 students of the Rio Vanes Military Institute had confined themselves to an ancient mountain temple outside of town. It seems this was in protest for beatings received at the hands of their teachers. Can I side with them? The Evilesian Minister of Education has taken the charges very seriously and dismissed a number of faculty members from the school, including the headmaster. Good. Jeez. Let's see. A perfect score. This is a tutoring one, so I don't know exactly where that one is. Well, I see this one. Wild Kingdom. A rash of monster attacks had finally resulted in the loss of human life. This is the Behemoth. The Behemoth that had taken up residence in the mountains near Brevenia killed Cassandra, the owner of a nearby farm, and some 30 others. Wow. Although we were successful in our efforts to slay the beast, our battle with this king of monsters was uncomfortably close. Okay, still need to find a perfect score. There it is. The Duchess Cupper's son, Michael, a boy of 2 and 10, received a perfect score on his Garland Magic exam. With a pass rate of 1 in 600, the exam is said to be one of the most difficult in Evilise, and Michael is only the second in history to pass with a perfect score. Given this, our reward of 10,000 gil seemed rather stingy, but Michael's smile when he heard the news was reward enough. Was it, though? Was it, though? Alright, let's see. Eternal Youth should be coming up before we get to the dredge work one, so... Call out if you see it and I miss it. Okay, I missed it. So I got dredge work listed here. I see drudge work here. I'm guessing that these are the same thing. We responded to Zeltenia Salvagers Guild call for divers. The guild's operation had been on hiatus since a scandal several years ago and only resumed as of late. Still, one would never know it from the contract we were made to sign, even for our short employment. As we worked, we couldn't help but wonder what would become of this guild, surrounded as it was by dark rumors. Okay, I am still looking for Eternal Youth. There it is. Lady Vitz, the proprietress of an inn near Zeltenia Castle, lost her 6-year-old son Galua to an accident. However, as we discovered during our investigation, she was convinced he still lived. According to a doctor learned in such matters, the trauma of losing her son caused the good lady to lose touch with reality, resulting in this errand which we were sadly unable to complete. Oh. Well, okay. Next up, reevaluation. And there's also the Sable Swords. Yeah. The Sable Swords should be up here. There it is. To combat the theft and violence prevalent during the 50 Years' War, the Salgidos Council created an elite guard made of 15 knights who had proven their worth on the battlefield. This group of black-clad warriors was known as the Sable Swords. It is said they perished after falling prey to a bandit's trap in Death's Gorge, but even today people report sightings of ghostly figures in black. That was the one about the dead god that had turned into minerals. I don't get it. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so reevaluation. Viscount Lachelle entrusted us with a centuries-old family heirloom, so that we might determine if it was genuine. Consulting various experts, we obtained proof of its authenticity. However, the Viscount's remark that he loved it above all else led to the dissolution of his marriage while we were away. He seemed to learn from the experience, and gave us the treasure upon our return. Well, That's pretty okay, you know? Good for you. I'm glad you learned a lesson. Looking for the Typhoon and Raflashiva. There's Raflashiva. We discovered that the Raflashiva, the legendary man-eating plant, does indeed exist. Nice pun name, game. It grows in the north, and its blossoms can reach 5 sectas in diameter. It reached for us with its giant tentacles when we encountered it, but somehow we managed to escape. We have no doubt that the scientific community will be most interested in this find. And, still looking for the Typhoon. There's the Typhoon. Typhoon Karst has been captured. We learned that Bevester Karst, wanted for 765 counts of purse snatching, was hiding in Salgidos and quickly set out to capture him. We were aided by a mysterious ninja clad in black, who promptly vanished after we defeated the Typhoon. Witnesses told us that the ninja was none other than the informant who had sold us the information. Only the Shadow knows. Did he have a dog with him? Next up, A Mother's Love. I think I saw that down here. Yep. We had been asked by Old Blanche to deliver her son Dinar his favorite dish. Upon learning he was slain by monsters that morning, we agonized over how to break the news. Oh, wow. On the advice of Dinar's wife, we told her that we had delivered the meal and Dinar was well. Old Blanche is blind and has little time left, but her last wish, to make this dish for her son on his birthday, is now fulfilled. I mean, I guess, but still, that seems bad? Awful? Kinda? Oof. Ouch. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Tower of Babel. A legendary tower that extends to the heavens from deep below the earth, also called the Tower of the Colossi. This mighty spire withstood the cataclysm and is a priceless remnant of ancient civilization. And that is from Final Fantasy IV. Tozus Village. A race of gnomes known as Lilliputians inhabits this village. These gnomes were ruled by a merciless dictator until a mighty giant known as Atlas freed them at long last from their oppression. Well, that last part is unrelated to the to Final Fantasy III, that's for sure. That's it? I thought I had more. I thought I found more of those. Huh. Alright, so we got Eureka from Final Fantasy III, Pandemonium from Final Fantasy II, a Mirage Tower from Final Fantasy I, Floating Castle from Final Fantasy I, I believe. Matoya's Cave from Final Fantasy I, the Crystal Tower from Final Fantasy III, Floating Continent from Final Fantasy VI, Fortress of Trials from Final Fantasy I, Tower of Babel from Final Fantasy IV, Ronkin Ruins from Final Fantasy V, I believe, Falgabard from Final Fantasy III, Phantom Train from Final Fantasy VI, Tozus Village from Final Fantasy III, Chocobo Forest from really more Final Fantasies than we can cover, Summit Falls from Final Fantasy II, and that's it. Artifacts. Black Cat is new. This figurine of a black cat has eyes of lapis lazuli and claws inlaid with diamonds. A piece of considerable antiquity, it is highly sought after among collectors. I don't know if this is a reference to anything in a Final Fantasy. Hanya Mask. A mask fashioned in the visage of a race of giant demons that ruled over a foreign land in ages past. These vicious creatures were described as a manifestation of human hatred. I don't know if that's related either. Goliath bread. An acquired taste enjoyed mainly by adults, these hefty loaves of leavened bread have long been eaten for the energy they impart. The scroll contains the last known copy of the recipe. Luge from Final Fantasy IV, of course. The eccentric design of this well-loved marionette holds a nearly supernatural fascination for children. With the craft now lost to the ages, those remaining are all the more precious. We've got Black Materia. These stones developed by the ancient Saronians, which someone did say was from Final Fantasy VII. The fact that I have not finished Final Fantasy VII might explain why I didn't know that. Are the result of experiments in storing knowledge within gems for later generations. They are said to enhance the abilities of the possessor. I believe these four, Misa's Musings and Anaya's Histories, Veil of Wiyu, and the Anavia Chronicles, all allowed you to do a kind of a choose-your-own-adventure type thing, which has been removed in both American versions, but it was in both Japanese versions. Enchanted Pistol, this ancient firearm used bullets infused with various magics. In later years, bullets were sometimes infused with power directly extracted from espers. That's kind of Final Fantasy VI-ish? I don't know. Enchanted Machine Gun. Guns of this type are said to have been used aboard airships in days of yore. Their bullets could be used for different purposes, depending on the magic with which they were infused. Chocobo Cannon. This weapon shoots fattened chocobos, which are gorged on gunpowder before being stuffed into its barrel. Highly imprecise, it never proceeded beyond the experimental stage. I can see why! That's insane! Oh my lord. Alright, that was from Ygraph, that was from Clockwork City Goog. Gemini, one of the 12 legendary Zodiac stones. This particular stone bears the symbol of the twins, and was acquired after defeating the Marquis Elmdor de Limberry. I wonder if the symbol of the twins is why he had the assassins with him. Cancer, defeated after, acquired after defeating Construct 7. Libra. One of the 12 legendary Zodiac stones, this particular stone bears a symbol of the scales and was a valued heirloom of House Orlando. Scorpio, got Delacroix. Sagittarius. One of the 12 legendary Zodiac stones, this particular stone bears a symbol of the Archer and was entrusted to Meliadul of the Knights Templar by the High Confessor. Ooh, I like the green shade. It's probably my favorite one so far. Aquarius was recovered from the depths of the Golland coal mine. Pisces was entrusted to Alma by Sir Isilud just before his death. And that's it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the Zodiac stones so far. Of the 12. Okay. Well, that is everything we've got going on right now. Like I said a bit before, I believe we have something here at Dorter. And then, of course, we've got Egros, and we might have some side quests to do. But that will all be next time. See you then, everyone.